This video contains subject matter that may be offensive and disturbing to some people. If you are the type to require a warning throughout a video or show, let this message serve as your warning. This channel discusses the harsh reality of true crime. If this warning is not sufficient for you, consider a different genre and unsubscribe from my channel immediately.
Hello, this is Grant Hughes. In the Debbie Collier case, I think we've all been aware of just how confusing and difficult it is to make a cohesive story of what likely happened. Every time you come up with something, there's always some sort of reversal bit of information that completely negates that information. You know, for example, a lot of people think that Debbie was going to a tailgate. Well, tailgates are at the games, right? And she drove 70 miles north to go to buy items for a tailgate? I don't think so. So you see how that gets reversed. So how about in this video, we discuss the Venmo message. This is the one, it's like a conundrum. If the Venmo message was written by Debbie and is not nefarious at all, then the people receiving the message have acted nefariously. So the thing is, the Venmo message says, Debbie Collier paid you $2,385. They're not going to let me go. Okay, let's say it was just, they're not going to let me go and it was to some event of some sort that she was supposed to go to. They're not going to let me go. I love you. And by the way, there's a key to the house in the blue flower pot by the door. Well, then the people that she's sending the Venmo to, specifically Amanda and probably Steve would get it, but it looks like it's to Amanda because I don't think Steve would need to know that there was a key in the flower pot by the door. He has a key to the house. But they reacted, Amanda and Steve, they reacted in such a way that it made it seem like, oh my God, they won't let her go. But wouldn't they just know, one of them at least, know exactly what the they meant, as people have been talking about since the beginning? So put your comments below and let me know what you think about this. Also, let's say it was a nefarious message, that Debbie was forced to write that, and or the killer actually wrote it themselves and maybe Debbie was just right there, because it appears to have been sent after Debbie's car is in the parking lot of the Family Dollar and then backs out and then pulls forward and then turns into another spot. It seems like a phone call might have came in just as she was leaving, and then she pulled forward and goes, and then maybe she was even given an amount and then she typed that in. You know, I'm wondering now, we have word that the cell phone was broken at the crime scene. I wonder if somebody was attempting to cover up the fact that phone calls were made and text messages sent just prior to her being killed, and or just prior even to her sending that Venmo message. So they might have wiped their own phone clean, then broke her phone, maybe even deleted the information off the phone, then smashed the phone. So if the phone is smashed, as has been reported out there, then it's going to be more difficult for law enforcement to retrieve anything from the phone, but hopefully there's information out in the cloud out there. Okay, so if the message is nefarious, you know, they're not going to let me go. You know, you might ask yourself, well, who would let Debbie type something like that in and then spend the time talking about, oh well, also there's a key in the blue flower pot by the door. See, for me, this message here is completely self-serving for likely someone like Amanda. This is allegedly, this is an opinion of mine, that it gives information that allows Amanda to be in the house because Debbie, in this message, is telling her where the key is, and that would explain why she was in the house. It appears that also Amanda received $2,385. Amanda's not explaining what she did with the $2,385 or why she got the $2,385. Okay, so when you put all this together, no matter how you look at the Venmo message, there is a nefarious meaning behind it, because either Debbie was forced to write it, or the person who has control of Debbie did it, or it's not, the message itself is completely innocuous, and the people that received it should have understood exactly what it meant, but they acted as if they didn't. But if it was innocuous, that means it would be pure luck that it said, "They're not going to let me go," in it for them to react the way they're reacting. So you see how there's always something that's a little crazy? So somebody make sense of all of this in the comments. See who comes up with the absolute best explanation for all of it, where for the Venmo message that makes complete sense. Okay, and the winner gets a, I'll read through the comments and I'll send a notebook to the best answer. Okay, so thank you guys very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and share, and put your answer in the, or your comments and answers in the comments section below the video. All right, so thank you very much, and until next time, be safe out there.